Hi guys, welcome to this particular system. It's based on EndeavourOS. I keep telling you guys that it is basically all ArcoLinux. Doesn't really matter what you're on, and as long as you're happy with it and everything works, Bluetooth, printers and all that, then it's a good thing for you. As you know, I do like my CHADWM, so if I installed that on EndeavourOS, let's go to another desktop and ask him the list of user share X sessions. That's what I've installed based on an EndeavourOS. Remember 666, right? That's the one that we used to have a week ago or something. So has been a while since I've booted this up. Let's see. So I started in September 24, then we jumped to October 4, now we're on December 5 also, and now December 17, 4 and 5. And each time you make sure you have an up-to-date system. 100 updates it says up here, so I trust him. I will not count it. I see 101 here. So doesn't matter, just a message. There is something you should do, basically. Now the difference between ArcoLinux, for example, and EndeavourOS is this strange things that we never see: Dracut module. So Arch, Wiki, Dracut, and learn, right? Whatever system you're on, if it's on NixOS or anything like it, Red Hat, you need to learn. And in Arch we have this wonderful wiki. They're also in Gentoo. Sometimes they tend to put links to each other, and both of them have a great wiki, but you check it out. It creates an initial image used by the kernel for preloading the block device models and so on. And then, you know, it's basically a make init CPIO thing. Okay. So in the meantime, everything is up to date. We are booting up. Well, we could boot up basically, but I'm recording. So in the boot, there's this grub thing here, and voila. Why am I here? To actually build the ArcoLinux ISO, right? I've just made a video on it, and I think I need to reboot, unfortunately. But on our ArcoLinux channel, and that's my face, remember me, right? On there we have videos, and that's the last one. Selling point of ArcoLinux: build your own personal ISO. Now the fun thing is you can build it also on other systems, and we have tested that, and it has been a while since I've built the ISO on ArcoLinux, ArcoLinux, EndeavourOS, RebornOS, GorillaLinux, Archcraft, Artix, not on Manjaro, not on KOS. Okay, so we're on EndeavourOS, wondering with the new changes and all, with Dracut and more, right? Will it still build? Okay, it's always the same procedure. Once you know how to build one particular ISO, they're all the same. I can choose any of these guys. For instance, build your own ArcoLinux B Plasma. I know that EndeavourOS went to Plasma as default, so there you go. You get this, go to your desktop, right mouse click, Ctrl+Shift+V, boom, and basically you start building it by putting in the number 40, and that is that, hopefully, right? Because like I said, we have not rebooted, and there was a lot of updates coming in. But just to test if everything still works on EndeavourOS to build our scripts. In the other video, I've explained to you what personal repo does, and I've explained the personal folder here, and I've explained what the packages personal repo does. So have a look at the other videos to ensure that you can actually build your own personal ISO. That's the selling point. The idea is not one desktop is perfect the way you like it. For instance, there is no Office tool, right? There's no LibreOffice, there's no OpenOffice, and there's WPS Office, and we can't do well for all people because everyone has another idea of editors, of Office tools, of video recording or video playing or audio playing and stuff like that. So everybody has his own opinion, an idea of software. So Super D, this is what's now on my machine, but maybe you don't like Chromium at all or Firefox at all, and then you don't want it on the ISO. So that's the point of ArcoLinux, giving you our code, a simple way, git clone 40 run, and you have it. And that's why we're here, right? I am Eric, right? We have packages that we have and they have. There are two guys intermixed here. So the packages that are on the system locally have been signed by somebody else. All you need to do is arrow up, enter. And if you don't know that, then and you stop, yeah, then no joy for you. But that's all it is. So PacMan says that this can't be right. He removes it and he gets it back in the proper package with the proper signature, and boom. And as long as you don't have that knowledge, you say it doesn't work, and it does. It's all about PacMan and PacMan signatures, which gives me the idea. This is something any ArcoLinux guy needs to know. All of this. I've read this 1,000 times probably. And from time to time I go to man PacMan because I forgot again. Right? Read. This is important. This is the package manager. It manages your system. And all these links down here are all interesting. And we were talking about package signing. So that's what happened. The signature did not correspond, and PacMan says, hey, what's going on, right? And everything halts. In this case, PacMan cleaned out the packages and the signature, and the new packages come in with the new signature, and everything is fine as it's building already at the end, right? It's building and almost finished. The only thing I can say is, guys, if you're really interested in ArcoLinux and any ArcoLinux based system, go and read the wiki. From time to time and gradually over time, you get the idea. List of applications compared to other distros. Read. Once you have time, why not have a look? You can install it like this. Forums, packages, AOR. There's a lot of fun to be had at AOR. So, sure. I see here something ROG Central, that's for S's, and I do have S's. Mostly, most of my motherboards are that, but I don't think I have a ROG. But anyway, look at that, right? But if you know things like this exist on Linux for S's, right? It might be interesting to buy things that work on Linux. How about that, right? Choosing stuff that actually works on Linux. So first do a study, say, okay, which motherboards do work. And one of the things I always say, if probe is available, and it is available, right? Before I buy, and I may buy another one in 2024, before I buy, I check it out. linuxhardware.org. Are there issues with parts of a computer, with AMD, NVIDIA, Radeon, vendor ID, and so on and so on? And if it's a laptop, you have a complete laptop, notebook, Aspire 5100. Who's using this? Debian 11. Is it working? Do they have errors on it? Another notebook, Ubuntu is working on that one. So we have a confirmation what's actually working. Right? What's actually working. If you see something that you like and say, I know, lots of names, right? Incredible how many names there are. Lots and lots of things to choose from. And maybe you decide, I will not buy it, right? Notebook. And everything becomes a bit smaller. Filters. 2023. Desktop. Acer. Just taking the first one. And you can see OpenMadriva. Oh, that's been a long time since I've installed that, right? So study first, buy then, buy later. This is all good, all benign. Just do the following package, put it on the list or install it later. Make init CPIO firmware. Let's install it here as well. If it's not, it's already there. So if you add that to the list, then everything will be fine. But we are not on making a CPIO firmware hook. The hook can't work because we're on Dracut. But maybe, you know, let's have a look. PacMan minus, sudo make init CPIO. I do think they have another one. Well, it's not installed, so they don't have it, but there is a Dracut version for it to have the make init CPIO. So this probably doesn't make sense having this on the machine since we're on Dracut. I'm not sure. Those things you have to ask at EndeavourOS. That's where I stay clear and say, no, don't know, never used, don't know, right? You Google it, EndeavourOS has their websites. Okay, it doesn't really make sense to wait any longer. Stop the video here. It is building, right? The ISO will come out. There is no doubt about it. ArcoLinux BYOI will have the ISO later on, and we'll have an ISO, and as you see, check files to see if everything is okay. To share it on the internet, basically, MD5 and stuff like that, SHA, etc. All right. So yes, you can build any of our ArcoLinux ISOs still on EndeavourOS, and that was my check. Cheers.